Like, fucking here, that's not there, right? You gotta do what's that. No. Everybody down there, team picture, let's go. Back up, world championship, back up. Everybody down here, let's go. halfway there.
Welcome back to playoff Saturday action here in our third quarterfinal matchup between Canada, Saskatchewan in green and Team Portugal in white. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Chris McConowitz. Thanks for joining us as Saskatchewan gets an early look at the net and it just goes wide. Just saw an exciting game between Italy and Greece ending in a shootout on a victory for Team Greece on the goal by Carl Gingras, ending that shootout as we get a stoppage of play. So face-off will come down low in the Portugal zone. Face-off won by Saskatchewan. They are the number 1 seed. Portugal, the number 4 seed in Group B. Or pardon me, Canada, Saskatchewan was the number 1 seed in Group B. Portugal, the number 4 seed in Group A. As we get another stoppage of play. Ready for the drop, won by Saskatchewan. Ooh, quick shot goes wide. Gathered by Portugal into the center. Pereira has it. Pereira turnover in his own zone here. Saskatchewan on the counterattack. Good block there by the Portugal player. Sent to the near boards, over to Portugal. Over to Pereira in the middle. Down deep, Portugal corrals it up. Wart with it. Doing battle down low. Saskatchewan now gathers it up. Sends up to Ritsema. Looks like Portugal's going to get some line changes. Ball all alone from Ritsema. Shot! Oh, great stop there for the Portugal netminder, Anthony Flores. Portugal on the counterattack now, over to Gouveia. Gouveia looking for some help. He doesn't have any as Saskatchewan got back. Save for the Saskatchewan netminder. Trying to get a number on the netminder there. I believe that's Paul Garnett. Yes, it is. So face-off will come out to neutral zone. 9:19 left here in the second period. 0-0. Portugal and Saskatchewan. Portugal has it, sent in to the zone, but then misplayed by Saskatchewan. Pires picks it up over to Azevedo. Saskatchewan trying to get a counterattack going. Neither team really able to get clean entry out of their zone into the neutral zone. Picked up by Pender. Pender tries to chip it forward. A little too far. Blocked by Portugal. Over to Pacheco. Headmans the ball over to Pires. Garnett goes out to play it. Misplayed it. Ooh, nobody there for Portugal to handle that one. lot of bouncing around here with the balls. It's finally corralled up by Azevedo. Azevedo, as team's getting a change here, he's got no help, and Barnett's just going to get a whistle. With 8:05 left here in the first period, scoreless affair. So to open quarterfinal Saturday, Canada took care of business easily against Bermuda, 8-2. And then we saw one of the games of the tournament so far, Italy and Greece. Went all the way into a shootout where Greece ended up on top. So Canada will face Greece later today at 6:15 Eastern, semifinal matchup. Ball sent in down deep. Pasternak rattled it around the boards. Saskatchewan trying to chip it up out of the zone. Portugal unable to keep it in. That's Martins. Portugal gains the zone as Martin goes in for a change. Sent all the way around the boards, picked up by Velasquez. Headmans the ball up. Saskatchewan doesn't have numbers here as Portugal's able to get back. There's a long shot, just goes wide. Bassett's had a hot stick this tournament. Portugal will need to keep an eye on him. Kept in at the point by Bragg, going for a deflection, loose ball! Shot score! And it looked like Bassett, we just talked about him, was able to bury that on the rebound. We'll take a look at this on the replay. So the shot comes in from the point. It wasn't deflected. The rebound ended up going right onto the stick of Bassett, and then he made no mistake about it. We'll get another look here on the other angle. So originally good rebound control, and then somehow the ball just found its way onto the stick of Bassett, and he had an empty net. Absolutely nothing that Anthony Flores could do on that one. So Saskatchewan goes up 1-0. If you want live scoring, folks, you can always go to stats.isbhf.com. We have live scoring in effect. You can see all the goal scorers, all the goalies, and how each players are performing here in this tournament. Portugal back on the attack now. So Bassett gets the goal. He's assisted there. Primary assist goes to Joel Thompson, and secondary assist goes to Mitch Bragg. As we have a whistle here, and the face-off will come just to the left of Barnett.
Down on 80.
Saskatchewan wins the draw. Over Ritzema. Saskatchewan hemmed into their own zone. Portugal doing good on the forecheck here as Creador gives Ritzema the business. Ritzema not happy with it. Referee keeping an eye on that for any retaliatory strikes. Ball dumped in down deep. Intercepted by Saskatchewan. Shot gets deflected wide. That was Danny Gossi throwing it towards that. Back to Gossi. Gossi chips it into Piscatelli. Pardon me. Long shot. Oh, yes, that was Piscatelli there. So still a battle behind the boards. Shot. Backhand attempt by the captain, Brock Harrison, just goes wide. Back to the point, Saskatchewan. Here's a long shot by Pender. Blocked, and then Portugal's going to try to get some line changes and fresh legs out here. Saskatchewan gained the zone, trying to get it back in down deep. Hemmed in along the boards, finally picked up. They've got numbers here. It's a 3-on-2. Passes a little out in front, trying to walk it out all alone. Shot goes wide. Back to the point. Over to Goss. Goss, one-timer shot, score! Outstanding ball movement there as number 52, Justin D'Entremont, made no mistake about that one. We'll take a look at it on the replay. Well, Portugal giving Saskatchewan a lot of space here. As you see at the point, faking the shot. and then boom, absolutely nothing the netminder Flores could do on that one. Another look at it here from the other angle. So Flores playing good positional fundamental goaltending here, but on shots like that, when somebody just picks a wide open spot on a net, nothing you can do about it. Saskatchewan now has it down deep in the zone. I apologize, I was trying to listen to just make sure that I had the correct scores on there. So it was D'Entremont and Goss on the assist. Face off to the left is Arnett. One back by Portugal. Gouveia dumps it in down deep. Orojo's going to give chase. Intercepted there. And now Orojo has it over to Pacheco, but turnover again in their zone. Shot goes wide. We talked about turnovers in the Italy versus Greece game. It's very important here, especially when you get to the deep end of the pool on Saturday. You got to minimize the mistakes. We'll see if Portugal can clean that up. They still battle low along the near boards. Still battling. Ball is still loose. Somebody lost the stick. Looks like it was the Saskatchewan players. Portugal now manages to gain possession, but misplays it. Portugal a little frustrated with himself. Orojo gives chase. All the way up to Thompson. He's looking for some help there. Doesn't have any. Good stick check by Portugal. Thompson with it still. Centering shot loose. Oh, and it just rolled off the stick of Bassett. He would have had his second of the game. And it looks like we're going to get a whistle here on the wraparound attempt by Bassett. It's easily handled by Flores with 3:43 remaining here in the first period. Saskatchewan already out to a 2-0 lead. Portugal fields it, tries to get an outlet pass going, intercepted by Beattie. Chipped it in along the far boards. Portugal has numbers there, and Theodore ends up picking it up. So Justin D'Entremont made it 2-0 with the assist by Goss and Bernhard as Pereira tries to get a centering pass that was intercepted by Pasternak. Dumped in all the way back down deep. Comes along the near boards. Over to Duarte. Roca. Up to Pereira. Far boards back to Duarte. Neutral zone, almost a neutral zone turnover there by Portugal. Montero has it, trying to stick handle his way through traffic there, but unsuccessful. Really hard to do at this level. As Saskatchewan's going to get a counterattack going here. That's Gossi. That great pass on the second goal. Dumped by Portugal. Bart has it. Sends it across. Great read there by Pender. Pender's going to pull up and let one go. That gets deflected. Up over the mesh netting and into the piping here at the beautiful Buffalo Riverworks facility in Buffalo, New York. They've been tremendous hosts all week. Also want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Tito's Vodka and Napper Ball Hockey. Napper providing the best in ball hockey equipment that you can find anywhere. And if you're in the mood for a drink tonight, make sure it's a Tito's Vodka. Harrison lining up on the draw for Saskatchewan. Ready for the draw, one back by Portugal. Trying to get another turnover in their zone. We've been talking about this and harping on it in the Italy-Greece game. These teams have got to clean that stuff up. Can't be making mistakes like that when you get to the deep end of the pool. And again, I don't want to pull a John Madden and state the obvious, but you just can't do stuff like that against good teams. Ball still loose, being batted around. Now the team ready to corral it. There's a shot. Oh, what a stop, Flores. On an outstanding one-time effort there by Lee Colby at Saskatchewan. The player loses their stick and the referee's arm goes up, and it looks like we're going to get an interference call on the captain, Brock Harrison. He is acting like he's in disbelief, but
how did we get the penalty?
You can argue all you want. At the end of the day, referees have final call. So taking a look at the replay here, and yeah, that's absolutely away from the ball. Harrison, a veteran of these tournaments, not sure what he's arguing about there. It certainly looked like a clear interference to me. And there's some discussion now between Team Portugal about who they want out on the floor with 1:39 left. So prime opportunity here for Portugal to climb back in this one as they've fallen into an early 2-0 hole against Canada, Saskatchewan. Still some discussion, folks. I'm trying to listen to it. It's going on right below me here, and I think they're discussing the merits of the penalty, we'll call it. And they can discuss it all they want, but at the end of the day, referees have full control of this, and as I've said all throughout the week, they have the hardest job in this tournament. I don't care what you say, but their job is to make sure player safety is paramount in these tournaments. And when you get hard checks like that, believe me, it can do some real damage to you. Creador fires it into the ball. Portugal going to give chase. Rifled around by Zarnett. Gathered up by Saskatchewan. Comes along to the near boards over to Pasternak. Dumps it in low. Stefiak giving chase. Araujo knocks him off the boards. Good clean hockey there. Walks in all alone. Shot. Rebound. Score! Saskatchewan goes up 3-0, a shorthanded goal on a great forechecking effort. As we see here on the replay, the Portugal player tried to kick it and instead kicked it right onto the stick of Stefiak.
Let's go, great shit.
Pardon me, Stefiak walks it out in front. Flores made the initial save, and then bang. Number 76, Mike Martin, no mistake about it. Again, nothing Flores could do on any of these goals. Portugal has simply got to clean up turnovers in their own zone. You can accuse me of beating a dead horse, but I just can't overstate the importance of mental mistakes at this level of a tournament. You've got to keep them to the absolute minimum. So Portugal's still on the power play. We'll see if they can get something going here. Canada certainly feeling like they have Portugal on the ropes, and the commanding 3-0 lead. If they get the fourth goal, Portugal is going to have a very steep mountain to climb. Along the near boards, won by Creador. Creador trying to throw it on net and get his own rebound. Interrupted there as we end up 35 seconds left. For a one-timer shot, oh, just goes wide, rebound! Oh my goodness, Creador is going to be kicking himself tonight. He had an empty net. Pacheco, long shot deflected, and Portugal ends up on the board on a beautiful redirect by number 88. The captain, Christopher Creador. We'll take a look at this on the replay. What a beautiful shot there from the point by Pacheco and Creador. A beautiful redirect, folks. Let me tell you, that's really hard to do at championship-level ball hockey, but Creador with unbelievable hand-eye coordination, making it look easy. Zarnett not even disgusted with himself or his defense. That's just one of those plays where there's nothing you can do about it. It's a great shot. It's hard. It's accurate. player made a great play. So Portugal, see if they get some momentum here. As the player is getting held, I'm looking for a call from the ref. I don't see any. He says, boys, you need to play on. You're going to decide this game, not us. Still a battle belong. I can see the referee right there yelling, move it, boys, move it, it's loose. Still loose. Colby finally picks it up, and that's going to do it here in the first period. Fast-paced action in our third quarterfinal matchup of the day. Saskatchewan 3-1 over Portugal. We'll be back for the rest of the action, the start of the second. 5-minute break between periods. See you soon.
Yeah, sorry, boys. Have to start.
Could have
done without that one.
Come on out with it. Save yourself some energy.
So I'm joined in the booth by one of the referees from the previous game, Mr. Conte, and there was not controversy, but a hand pass that you called off immediately. The right call, obviously, we said wave to no goal. For the fans at home not familiar with those types of rules, maybe you can explain how that happened and why you made that call immediately.
Well, they try to gain advantage. He tried to bat it with his stick, but he didn't get it with his stick. He caught it with his hand. And glove pass in the offensive zone is a blown dead whistle, right? So the draw comes back outside. But on that play, they scored, and I just waved it off.
Now, if he had batted the ball, but it went off and a defensive player and into net, would that have counted as a goal?
Yes, that would have counted as a goal because it would have deflected the hand pass.
All right, well, appreciate it, Mr. Conte. Thank you so much as we're ready to get back to the action here. 3-1 Canada, Saskatchewan, leading team Portugal. Again, folks, if you want to get your goal scorers and statistics, just head over to stats.isbhf.com. We've got all the stats there ready for you. It's live scoring in effect. As Saskatchewan wins the drawback. Sent up to Bernhardt. Bernhardt does not have numbers there. Tried to center it, but blocked down by Pereira. But picks it back up. Long shot. As we're just about even, and we are even now. Shot. Score! Wow, did that happen quick? I had my attention on the penalty box trying to see when Harrison, the captain, was going to come out as well as the Portugal player. We'll take a look at it on the replay. That was a bang-bang play. I don't think there was anything the Portugal netminder Anthony Flores could do, and absolutely not. What a tremendous shot. Low, hard, accurate. Finding nothing but twine, and Portugal has got to be disappointed to let that happen. Just 26 seconds here.
I got it. Right here, yeah. Attaboy, Joel. Right up on him.
So the assist by Bernhardt on that, the goal by D'Entremont. Saskatchewan now back up to a 3-goal lead. So Portugal's goal was scored by the captain, Chris Criador, and he was assisted on that by Montero and Pacheco. As we get ready for a draw here to the right of Flores. Saskatchewan wins the drawback. Going to get the ball towards the net. Up along the boards. Pires tried to chip it out, unsuccessful. Pontes is trying to get it to Azevedo. Azevedo has it, using that long reach to protect the ball. Manages to keep it in. Azevedo dumps it in down low. He's going to give chase. Hemmed in along the boards, and I believe it went into the bench off of a player and then came back out, and the referees are signaling where the face-off is here. I believe it's going to go back down into the Saskatchewan zone. 10:41 left here. Saskatchewan up 4-1 over Team Portugal. The winner of this game will face the winner of the next game, United States versus Slovakia, in the final the final quarterfinal matchup here on Playoff Saturday. Ball is chipped in down deep, picked up by Portugal. Pires has it. Up along the boards, turnover to Piscatelli. Here comes a long, nope, faked the shot. That was Colby who faked the shot, rifled it in down low. Players get checked into the boards, and we might get a call. Nope, there's not going to be a call here. Players said, boys, that's hockey. Play on. Over to Piscatelli. Drops it to Wilton. Shot goes wide. Azevedo. Azevedo back with it. Azevedo still has Azevedo, one of the smartest players here in this tournament. Boy, I tell you, when he has the ball on his stick, you just get a great sense of calm if you're one of his teammates. knowing that good things are about to come. And we're going to get a call here, immediately pointing, and it looks like a cross-check. The Canada-Saskatchewan player says, "Ref, are you kidding me?" The ref says, "No, I'm not. Get your little butt here in this box." So as you can see here on the replay, battle along the boards. I mean, he jumped up and cross-checked the guy in the back of the neck right in front of the ref. I'm not sure why he was arguing. Hey, folks, I don't have a horse in this race. I just want to see good hockey. That's not really good hockey if you're Saskatchewan. Great call by the ref. Over to Pereira. Shot. Goes high off the glass. I don't think that was deflected. Just a misfire there. Perez has it. Perez has a hot stick. He had a hat trick in his opening game. Over to Montero. Shot. Trying to keep that low for a rebound in front. Smart play there by Portugal. Trying that cross-floor pass over to Montero. Unsuccessful. There it is. But he just missed. Shot it wide. That's what Portugal's been doing most of this tournament here. Same thing. Over to Duarte. Portugal with sustained pressure here on this power play. They've got to get something going here. They want to climb back in this game. And when you're down 3 goals, every coach in the world will tell you, you just focus on one at a time. Taking the shot. Up to Perez. Takes the shot. Takes the shot. Down low. Well, trying to get that pass going there, but good hustle effort on the part of Mitch Bragg of Canada Saskatchewan as there's 45 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Portugal looking to gain the zone. They do. Battle along the near boards. Over to the point to Pereira. Pereira patient with the ball, faking the shot, playing a little pitch and catch. Shot right into the mitt of Paul Zarnett with 30 seconds remaining here on the man advantage. So take a look at that on the replay, and you see Zarnett saw that all the way. And if you've been listening to any of these broadcasts, you know, myself, the other announcers, Chris Blair, Jason Kelly, we've all said the same thing. You're just not going to beat goaltenders from that distance without traffic in front. If they see the shot, they're going to make it look easy, and that's what Zarnett did there. Wait, hang on a second here. Portugal celebrating, but the referees are coming over to talk. We're going to take a look at the replay here. I haven't seen him wave anything off. Let's take a look at the replay. Long shot in. And yes, it beat him clean. Wow. And we're going to get another angle on this. So Zarnett is out at the top of his crease. I mean, it just beats him to the glove side. Well, I hope I didn't pull a Joe Buck there and put the kiss of death on the poor guy by saying you're not going to beat a goaltender from that distance, because sure enough, he just got beat from that distance. Well, hey, it's something for Portugal to build off of. I'll keep my mouth shut on stuff like that going forward. Long shot, hits the goaltender right in the face mask. Comes back out to Don Chimon. He's got a hot stick. Harrison takes a cross-check right in front of the ref. Portugal player says, "Are you kidding me?" And the ref says, "No, you're going into the box." Both referees put their hand up. I mean, it happened right in front of us. That's about as obvious a call as you're going to see in the sport of ball hockey, folks. So this is an opportunity for Saskatchewan to retake that 3-goal lead. They're going to have man advantage right now at 6-on-5. Pender, long shot, goes wide. Over to Harrison. To Bernhardt, to Pender. Shot. Score! We just talked about having a hot stick. And who else? Canada, Saskatchewan. Number 52, Justin D'Entremont, takes advantage of the 6-on-5 from a tough angle. I'll tell you, that kid has got some stick in this tournament. Look at this angle, folks. He had nothing to shoot at there virtually. I mean, he's maybe 4 feet in front of the red line and just far post. Bing, bing. Well, listen, if you're Portugal, obviously you're frustrated right now, but one thing you can't do is focus on the referee. You've got to focus on what you can control, and right now, what they need to control is their emotions and try to get some control over the tempo of this game, because right now Saskatchewan is taking it to them. And it looks like Azevedo was offsides. I don't know if you can hear that sound and the ambient noise, folks, but that is not an inadvertent goal horn. We are here on the beautiful Niagara River. There are many boats that pass by here, and they certainly love to blow those boat horns. As we get ready for the draw to the right of Flores. Picked up by Portugal. Over to Azevedo. Azevedo with it, circling out. Looks like he was trying to get a wrist shot there. Threw it in front, intercepted by Saskatchewan. Nunez unable to keep it in there. Picked up by Perez. Perez doesn't have any help there. It's a 1-on-2 trying to stick on his way through traffic, but it rolls over to a Portugal player who elected not to shoot and instead give it back to Perez. Maybe not the best decision there for Pacheco, but hey, we don't see what he sees. Centering attempt, Azevedo. All alone, Portugal out in front. Oh, we just missed. Pacheco on the backhander, and he looks like he's out of gas. Let's take a look at that one on the replay if we can. So right to Pacheco, and we talked about needing to get bounces, and boy, he only missed by a couple inches. Look at that. It's a funny game, folks. This ball bounces certain ways, and sometimes it just doesn't bounce the way you need it to. There's some discussion going on with the referees. I'm not sure what the discussion is. Perhaps our referee here, Danny Conti, can comment on it.
No, they just came and said, no, there's just no change back. The other guy called it.
Well, Mr. Conte and myself didn't see what happened here, so nonetheless, face off down deep. Face off one back by Saskatchewan. Sent around the boards. Shot goes wide. Dumped in deep by Saskatchewan, and we're going to get...
I didn't wave it off. I was waving off the offsides here. I didn't know he had icing originally. It's going.
You can hear the ref. He's calling offside, so he's sending the face-off's going to be down low. No change. I'm listening to the refs, folks. So he's saying number 9 for Canada Saskatchewan has to come back out on the floor. That's Wade Stafford. So it looks like they're just getting the lines right here. As number 47, Joey Velasquez, comes on for Saskatchewan. Portugal fakes the shot, just goes wide. So the faceoff will come all the way back down into the Saskatchewan zone. Sent in just across the zone for Portugal. Trying to get some ball movement here and get a good look at the net. There it is! But unable to get quality stick on it. Back over to Montero. Shot, good save by Zarnett. That was through traffic. I think you just saw that at the last minute. Back to the action here. As Brian Ritzema got a little tripped up there for the Saskatchewan. Center on the boards, picked up by Duarte. Portugal now looking to gain the zone. Here's Pereira. Chips it in down deep. Zarnett comes out to play it. Intercepted by Portugal. Here's Creador, one of the goal scorers, faking the shot. Dumps it in down low. Nice low wrist shot, looking for a redirect. Sticked it to the corner. Montero with it down low. And looks like we're getting a crease violation called here. Yep, as you can see on the replay, Martins was in the crease there. Chipped up by Saskatchewan. Here's Don Tremont. He's got a hot stick, walking in all alone. Save as the net gets dislodged, and we'll have a whistle. Play's blown dead. I'll tell you, if you're Portugal, the last player you want to see walking in all alone on Flores is Don Tremont. He's already... Yeah, looking at the replay there, you can see he was trying to go forehand, backhand. So Don Tremont's already got a hat trick here. The other two goal scorers, Jeff Bassett and Mike Martin. Goal scorers for Portugal, Chris Creador, the captain, and then Fred Pereira. Bernhardt trying to chip that in, loses his footing. Portugal gathers up. Pires has it. Shot. Easily waffled aside there by Zarnett. Trying to chip it up out of the zone. Harrison can't advance the ball. Pacheco has it.
Come on, Bernie, get back, Bernie, find it on.
Pires forced to do a turnaround, get it down deep to Azevedo. Azevedo with it. Hits the stick in front over to Creador. He's got to look at the net. Good block there by Harrison. And he manages to get it out. And we're going to get a call here. It looks like Bernhardt walking in all alone. Still got help. Bernhardt still there. Shot, pad save. And we're going to get a whistle now as the player shoots the ball up into the stands. So we'll take a look at the tripping call. Yeah, very obvious, but listen, sometimes you're forced to take a penalty like that. The last thing you can afford is to have a 2-on-0 against your goalie, and that's what Creador was facing. So smart hockey penalty, good hockey value in that. as there's some discussion now between one of the Portugal players and the referee. And it looks like Creador gave the referee a pat on the small of the back there. He knows he's guilty. So Saskatchewan going to be patient here. I'm sure they're going to be content to just take as much time as they can here on this man advantage. Shot, misfire, dumped out, but poor clearing attempt by Portugal, kept in at the line. Thompson with it now. Now Portugal has a chance to clear. They do get it out. Pereira can't really make it. Go, 1-on-2. Pasternak sends it back behind the net. Over to Goss. Goss slowly walking it up. Saskatchewan being very patient with the ball. Pender with it at the point. Pender over to D'Entremont. Over to Pender. D'Entremont. He's got a rifle for a shot, boy. But that one went up off of the foot of Roca and into the stands. There's less than a minute left here in the second period.
41 on the
Saskatchewan up 5-2 over Team Portugal. The winner of this game will face the winner of our last quarterfinal game, which comes up next. United States versus Slovakia. Harrison down low. Bassett was trying to one-time that in. Picked up by Portugal. Gathered up by Bernhardt. He's got the zone. Bernhardt patient with the ball. Over to Pender. To Harrison. Trying that cross-crease pass again for the one-timer. It's worked 2 times so far in this game, but unsuccessful there as there's a man coming out of the box, meaning it's even strength now. Creador's out. Portugal trying to get it going the other way. Harrison picks it up. Over to Pender. Shot. Hits the pad and then gets swallowed up. And we have 2.3 seconds left. So we'll see what Saskatchewan tries to do with this final draw of the period here. And we'll take a look at that last shot on the net. You see it gets swallowed up there by Flores, and then he falls backwards. Extracurricular activities here as both players won't let go of each other's gloves. Not sure if they're playing Ring Around the Rosie, but that's not what you want to be playing here. We're in the middle of a hockey tournament. All right, referee's ready to drop the ball here. One by Portugal over into the corner. And that'll be the end of the period as Harrison pleading his case to the refs.
Good job, boys.
So we'll take a look at that skirmish there after he made the save, and see that the players were just trying to have some hockey value and battle for the ball. So 5-minute break between periods, folks. We'll be back to bring you the third period Here's Saskatchewan leading 5-2 over Team Portugal. Just about ready for the start of the action here at the third period. Canada, Saskatchewan leading Team Portugal 5-2. They've looked very sharp in this tournament. They are the number 1 seed in the B grouping. Portugal the number 4 seed in Group A. The winner of this game will face the winner of our last quarterfinal matchup coming up next between Slovakia and the hometown United States of America. Referee ready to drop the ball. Gathered up by Saskatchewan, sent in down deep. Checo giving chase. Gathered up by Portugal. Intercepted by Portugal there. Gouveia has it. They're going to try and get a counterattack going. Boy, weird bounce along the boards there. Looked like he was trying to rifle it all the way around, but it just got stuck. Ruho still battling behind the boards. Now picked up by Bernhardt. He's got some wheels. Going to be walking in all alone. Shot! Save! Good stop there by Flores. Was waiting for the referee to signal. Take a look at this on the replay. Great angle here. Coming in all alone, trying to go far side. And he just got it in his shoe. Oh my goodness. Heck of a save there by Flores. So Saskatchewan with it. Shot ends up finding the back of the net. What looked like a harmless shot being thrown on net. Not sure if it was deflected. And Canada, Saskatchewan takes a commanding 6-2 lead. We'll take a look at this in the replay. There was traffic in front, and I don't know if it was deflected. It somehow found the back of the net. The player who was standing there didn't immediately act like he got the goal, so we'll see who they give credit to. Take another look at the angle here. We'll see the ball come in. Oh! Well, that might have been above the crossbar, and I think there's some discussion with the referees about whether or not that was above the crossbar. It certainly looked like his stick was above the crossbar from my angle. So in front was Joel Thompson, and as you can see here on the replay, yeah, I mean, where he initially makes contact, his stick is above the crossbar. So the referee is still in discussion here. And if you think about where Thompson is, right? It's not his body, it's the position of his stick. That's what the rule is. So is his stick above the crossbar when he makes contact with the ball? So the referee's in discussion here. I believe they're using some form of video replay. Try and make sure this call is right. This is a huge call. There's a big difference between a 3-goal lead and a 4-goal lead, folks. And the referees are waving it off. They got the call right. The stick was above the crossbar. You could see it on the replay. It's certainly close, but World Championship events like this, that's one of the things you got to give the ISBHF a lot of credit for. They want to make sure that these players have a chance to compete, but compete fairly. And when you have a close call like that in a game where it's a potential big difference maker going from a 3-goal to a 4-goal lead, very, very important to get those calls right. So credit to the referees and the ISDHF there, as we'll resume the action back up as Portugal takes it up into the zone. Duarte has it, batted down. Good hand-eye coordination there by Bragg. He's got Bassett in the middle. Bassett has it. Shot blocked. Centers it all the way over to the Creador, just below us. Long, hard shot, ends up getting blocked by Pender. Sent in down low to Duarte. Portugal working it around the perimeter. Throws it, trying to go back door there. Good read on the play by Bragg.
Here! Go!
Portugal still wheeling and dealing along the far boards. Tried a centering pass there to Pereira, unsuccessful. Creador picks it back up. Comes along the near board here, corralled up by Portugal. Picked up by Perez. And then turned over. Saskatchewan dumps it deep. Going to get a couple of fresh legs out there. Perez takes it into the Saskatchewan zone, throws it in on net. He was trying to hit Azevedo on a rebound. Zarnett read that the whole way and let it go wide rather than make the save. Good smart hockey there by Zarnett. Still doing battle. Referee yelling, move it, move it. Pinned up along the boards. Everybody haranguing and harassing each other. And now Pacheco with a long shot from the point ends up going off of a foot all the way around the board. Ooh, big collision there with Azevedo, and now we're going to get a call against the Saskatchewan player, number 47. That's Joey Velasquez, what I'm going to assume is an unsportsmanlike conduct call for intentionally disturbing a player's stick, we'll call it. Azevedo had lost his stick, and then Velasquez made it exponentially more difficult for him to regain that stick, and you're not allowed to do that in ball hockey. However, it appears I'm completely wrong on that call as Perez is going off. Well, what can you do, folks? You can't win them all. I thought I saw the guy kick his stick, but at the end of the day, the referee saw something different, and they saw Perez make that check into the boards, and then he's standing there with his knee, what appears on the solar plexus of the guy. And say what you want, that's kind of the definition of giving somebody the business. You can't kneel on him and look at him with your knee on his solar plexus. Back to the action here at the Buffalo Riverworks facility. Harrison with it, over to Pender, back to Harrison. Over to Pender, shot, good save by Flores, batted out of the air. Oh, turnover by Harrison, not happy with himself. Harrison with it. Dumps in down deep. Here's Thompson walking in all alone. Shot goes wide. Tried to pick the far corner and just missed. Zarnett comes out to play it. Minute 20 left on the man advantage. Harrison has it. Looking for something to do here at the line. Gains the zone. Picks it back up. Tried to dump it in down deep. And a couple of Saskatchewan players down there. And obviously the hot stick, Don Tremont, who's got a hat trick. You want to get him that ball. Shot, score! Saskatchewan puts a dagger in the heart of Team Portugal. A huge blast from the point there. Now listen, when you got a hot stick, ride it, baby. D'Entremont just blows it past Flores. 6-2, Saskatchewan. We'll see who gets the assist on that. Portugal now with as tall a mountain as you can climb in this one. So he was assisted on that by the captain, Brock Harrison, along with Justin Pender, as we get a whistle stoppage here. So Saskatchewan more than likely going to be content to just dump it, let Portugal go chase and kill time here with less than 7 remaining in the third period. Picked up by Wilton. Wilton in all alone. Shot. Wilton can't find the back of the net. But Saskatchewan had a trailer coming into the play, and that was number 9, Wade Stafford. Portugal just outgunned on that play. We'll take a look at the replay here. So Wilton made a great pass, lost his footing, and then Creador inadvertently just kicked it right onto the stick. Number 9, Wade Stafford. Well, as you've heard me say many times this week, folks, sometimes you get the bounces and sometimes you don't. And credit to Saskatchewan. They've made their own bounces this game. They've looked like one of the best teams in this tournament along with Team Canada. They're going to be a tough out. I'll tell you, whoever wins that next game, USA and Slovakia, they're going to have to bring their absolute top-notch game to knock out the Saskatchewan team. They have looked tremendous all tournament. Well, it looks like we're going to get matching minors here, so it'll be 4-on-4, I believe.
Positive.
So on that last goal, Wilton is the one who ended up knocking it in the back of the net. Primary assist goes to Brian Ritzema. Secondary assist goes to Stafford. Long shot. Good positional butterfly save by Zarnett. And for you folks at home not familiar with Canada, Saskatchewan, you'll notice that a lot of their players don't have their name on the back. They have the name Mammoth. Well, that's the name of this club team, the Saskatchewan Mammoth. So how did they get an invite to this tournament? They won the Canadian Masters Division National Championship. And as part of that victory, they earned an invite to the ISPHF Masters Championship, because this really is a celebration of players who have helped build and develop this sport over the years. We don't do things like that in the men's and women's open. It has to be a national team, so you won't see a situation like this. But here in the Masters Division, and then next year you'll see in the Legends Division, we want to let players that have helped build the sport to where it is today continue to have an opportunity to compete against the best of the best. So, yes, they're not a national team per se, but listen, let's just be honest. Canada probably has 100 guys that they could have picked for the Canadian national team. It's really just dependent on the GM and the coaches and what kind of system they want to implement. So the way the Mammoth picked their team, and talking with Captain Brock Harrison, is he has a core group of guys, and then after the Canadians select their national team competing in this tournament, he basically can invite anyone he wants onto the team, as it looks like there's some more players giving each other the business back towards the net. So we're going to take a look at the replay here, and obviously referees will keep this one under control, but you can see the Portugal player grabbed the guy's stick, would not let go. Referee's telling him you got to let go. I mean, looked to me like he gave him a good 2-3 seconds there, and, you know. Hey, guy, you just can't be holding somebody's stick like that, guy. I mean, come on. That hey guy there was for all my friends in Massachusetts. Anybody from the greater Boston area will love to tell you, hey guy, can't be holding a stick, guy. Come on, guy. Just trying to keep the mood light here, folks. It's 5:39 remaining in the third period. Saskatchewan now with a 4-on-3 man advantage, and I'm going to stick a fork in Portugal and say they're done. I don't see them climbing out of this hole. Shot goes wide. Back behind the net. And this game definitely getting chippy. I'm being quiet up here because I can hear the players down below me. And when games get chippy like this, as Cosmo Kramer once famously said in an episode of Seinfeld, they let the expletives fly. Saskatchewan just being patient, working the ball here. Really trying to get a shot on, and something happened with Flores' hand there. We'll try to take a look at that on the replay, as I believe the training staff is going to come out, see what happened here. Well, I think he just jammed his hand into the concrete, and I'm a goalie myself, and believe me, sometimes when you are holding your stick very tightly and you go to try to put your waffle down, depending on the position of your fingers, you can inadvertently just basically jam them into the floor. It's quite painful. As we see a trainer come out here, and it looks like that's what happened. He didn't take a shot or anything. Well, I hope Flores is okay. I've had that happen to me a few times in my career. There's a lot of nerve endings in your hand, I'll tell you that much. So anytime you get a hand injury, it hurts a lot more than it looks, believe me. As we start to see the Buffalo Riverworks facility fill up here in anticipation of the hometown United States of America taking on Slovakia in our next quarterfinal matchup. We are running a little bit behind schedule due to some issues we had with player injuries and whatnot. And then the Italy-Greece game going into a shootout. So running just a little bit behind schedule here. Nothing too bad. So the next game was supposed to start at 2 o'clock, which is 10 minutes from now. And if I had to guess, we're probably running 10 to 15 minutes behind schedule. Long shot from the point, easily handled by Flores. Saskatchewan now in a 5-on-4 situation. shot goes off of a foot and then through the crease. Player gets hemmed up into the boards. Herrera with it. Checked off the play by Pender. Pender gains the line. And we're going to get a penalty here as this game is getting exceptionally chippy. Well, they're certainly letting the expletives fly, I can tell you that much, as players take an exception. Referees blowing whistles. A lot of chirping going on, I'll tell you that much. Well, one thing about the sport of hockey, folks, if you ever want to hear what really good insults look like, go watch NHL Mic'd Up, because that's exactly what these guys are saying to each other, talking about being fourth line and go back to the minors, making yo mama jokes. Certainly don't want to see that at a World Championship, but again, just a lot of emotion here. I think Portugal knows their fate has been sealed, and it's just frustrating, right? You come here, you want to go home with some hardware. Well, something's going on apparently below us, because they're talking about people can't be behind the bench. I don't know what's going on, but as you can see there, apparently Team Portugal has taken exceptional exception to the amount of insults being bandied about. And it looks like, I see referee-in-chief Michael Wabi down there trying to restore order. Somebody on Portugal is really hot. I might be the captain, Chris Creedor. He's pointing to somebody to come out here. And ISBHF staff showing up left and right here to keep the players separated. Listen, at referee discretion, can they call this game if it gets out of hand?
No. Gotta play it.
Would they add extra referees to maintain order? No, there'll be no referees added. Well, sounds like these two are going to earn their paycheck, Mr. Conti. I'm watching the same thing you are, folks. Like, this is happening right below me. You can't see me on the screen, but I'm standing above where the referee is. And I heard Green captain and coaching staff, Brock Harrison, saying, Green, come out on the floor here. Well, they have to finish the game, so at some point, somebody's going to have to tell Portugal to just calm down. It's a hockey game to finish. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left. Are they calling the game? I mean, what's happening right now? They're walking over to Zarnett. They're calling over the green captain, Brock Harrison. Well, referee-in-chief Michael Wabi is down there talking to the referees, along with the captains.
Honestly, my bet is you go down there. You're going to be stupid. You have to leave it.
I'm with it.
Please. You have to end it now. It's good. 5 feet. It's good.
Nothing good is coming.
It's over, boys.
So it looks like they called the game. Well, listen, I don't want to try and make light of a tense situation here, but it's my job as an announcer to try and deliver an engaging viewing experience for the fans. So I'm Generation X. I grew up listening to Gorilla Monsoon, Jesse Ventura, Bobby Heenan. I was a big wrestling fan. One of my favorite expressions, pandemonium at the Garden, Gorilla. Pandemonium at the Garden here at the Buffalo Riverworks facility. They're going to call this one, and the Canada-Saskatchewan Mammoth are going to advance to the semifinals. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. See, folks, this is the problem with being an announcer when you're by yourself and you don't have a spotter like professional announcers have. You really don't know what's going on, so it's very easy to stand up here and make a complete jackass out of yourself like I just did. What I will tell you is that the fans in attendance paid to see good hockey, and by golly, good hockey is what they're going to get. I think at this point, all we need is the Nature Boy Ric Flair to show up and start chest slapping people saying, woo! All right, back to the action. Let's see if we can finish this one in peace. God forbid anybody gets hemmed in the boards. It could be World War III erupting here. Portugal's on a power play for the rest of the game. Somebody from the Mammoth is in the box. I don't know who. It's a double minor. So if they score within the first 2 minutes, they'll still have an extra 2 minutes on the man advantage. So, you know, they're down 5 goals. You know, they can make it 7-4, but listen, let's call it what it is here. I mean, you're asking for 5 goals in 3 minutes. I don't know that it's ever been done in the sport of ball hockey. Certainly wish I had a Bobby the Brain Heenan here to give me some friendly banter. But nonetheless, we'll all have to make do with just me. I'm your humble play-by-play announcer, Chris Bakanowitz. Happy to be calling the action here for you, as I'm going to turn things over to the real man in charge, Chris Blair, for the next game, USA versus Slovakia. And let me tell you, when it comes to excitement and great calls, it doesn't get any better than Chris Blair. He's been doing this for years on end. Really excited to have him be part of the Memory to Video Productions broadcast team, as well as our director, Justin Couette, who has been in charge of all these fantastic replays that you see. He's been barking out orders to me left and right, doing my best to follow those orders. But we hope we're bringing you a good viewing experience. As thank God those two players didn't get into a fist fight after they went into the boards. Well, hopefully these guys are able to just go have a beer at the bar there. Buffalo River Works facility has a full restaurant and bar here. One of the reasons why it was selected. So all the fans in attendance here really enjoying themselves, having a nice couple of cocktails, huh? Speaking of cocktails, hey, if you're going to have a cocktail tonight, make it a Tito's. They're one of our sponsors. Up by Azevedo. Portugal gains his own, but an errant pass goes into the corner. Let's hope a fist fight doesn't erupt there. It doesn't. Thank you, Jesus. Duarte over to Pacheco. Duarte off of the foot. And it looks like Stefaniak almost took a run at Duarte, and somebody's going to take a whack at Zarnett, but hey, heck of a save there. I don't know if we're going to get a replay on that, but from our angle, look at that. Speak of the, there we go. What a great stop. Right into the glove. Oh boy, the captain, Creador, directed it and then redirected it, but Zarnett, man, he's been on his game all day. Now, I know I've been up here cracking bad jokes, but there's been nothing funny about Paul Zarnett's performance. He just might win player of the game if it wasn't for the 4 goals put up by Justin D'Entremont. Herrera with it. Takes the shot. Shot on net by Azevedo. Side by Zarnett up along the near boards to Azevedo. Azevedo with it as we're down to 35 seconds. Portugal trying to make this one respectable here. Azevedo centering pass blocked. 20 seconds left in the game. Centers over to Montero. Shot wide. Duarte. 10 seconds left. Centers it, goes off the stick out of the zone, and they're going to have to put a fork in this one, Jerry, because we're done. Well, mercifully, we didn't have any fist fights, so that's always a good thing. But I think as I mentioned in the previous broadcast, my real day job is the promotions director of the ISBHF, so I have to cut off early and go help us pay some bills here. I'm going to turn things over to Memory Video Productions and whoever else wants to grab the mic, but stay tuned. Hometown USA playing Slovakia. You're in for a treat with our announcer, Chris Blair. Looking forward to it. We'll see you soon, folks. Again, running about 10:15, now maybe 20 minutes behind, but stay tuned for that action. Bye-bye.